Hello again. So as the thumbnail and title suggests, I have bought a shed load of hangers. Those of you who have been following the channel for a decent amount of time will be aware of my sort of continual improvement in this room, buying these units, and I have a few hangers floating around, but certainly not enough to sort of facilitate this giant pile of shirts. So I've bought some more. I don't have all that I need, but I bought 160, which when you look at the pile of them, that looks ridiculous. And I'm sure when I was walking around IKEA, people were probably thinking, that guy is either opening a store or he has a lot of shirts. Well, it's one of those things. Now, I actually don't have any shirts on order at the moment, so I thought, okay then, maybe I can just do a video like this and I can just do a casual conversation between me and the camera, my ideas for shirts going forwards, ideas for the channel going forwards, and when I'm hanging them up I can just sort of give you a little bit of information about the shirt and whatever comes to mind. If this video, whilst I'm editing it, turns out to be totally rubbish, you're never going to see this, so that's kind of exciting. Yeah, I suppose let's get on with it. And the reason why I'm dressed like this is because I'm filming this, it's about 6:45 in the morning, before work, so the guy who lives below me is probably going to love all this noise I'm going to make, but what can you do? So, without wanting to bring the hangers in and put them on the floor and then totally strain my back, I think I have an idea. So, there we go. Haha! I'll just rest them on there and I can then hang them up without hurting my back. So let's find the hangers and get going. I wonder where you've gone. Okay then. So you can go away. Might need a bigger table. Okay. Maybe I will have to use the floor after all. Fine. Still coming. Right then. That's everything, I think. So that's it. That's 160 hangers. They work out to be 50p a hanger, which, realistically is not that bad, but that is going to go well. So it's 50p a hanger for these, which, to be honest, is not too bad, but when you're buying them, like I did, it still is quite a decent amount of money. So that's part of the reason why I haven't bought a shirt. Another reason is because there's a lot of birthdays coming up around this time for me. My mum, my dad, my brother, they're all celebrating birthdays within a month of each other. So, any money that I would like to spend on shirts, I'll spend on them. And I think it's very important to follow a budget. If you said you can only spend £50 a month, £100 a month, £200 a month, whatever it is, I think it's vitally important to stick to that. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in some danger. And I know there's a lot of people out there, I don't want to say a lot of people, but there's some people out there who, when they see someone buying all these shirts, and it doesn't have to be shirts, it can be anything, I suppose, jewellery, trainers, sports cars, they kind of feel like they have to be, also doing it. Sort of the fear of missing out, I guess. I think it's important just to keep within your limits and your own boundaries. After all, I say the best football shirt collection in the world is the one that you own, and the best football shirt to purchase next is one you can afford. It's pretty simple, really, but I understand that sometimes we all can't live by the rules exclusively. I try to be pretty strict with what I do. So usually whenever I buy a football shirt, I leave it for about a week before I actually open the package. It's my way of sort of developing a bit of self-control. So, because otherwise I could just buy shirts every day and just keep them coming. So if I buy it and wait a week, then I'm not constantly rushing to buy another one. I don't buy another one usually until I open the package. So that's a little bit of a trick that I follow. So with regards to the collection, obviously we're still going towards 1,000, and it's the sales, or at least coming up to the sales. It's the end of the season. So there should be quite a decent amount of reductions that are happening over the next sort of few weeks, which I kind of enjoy, but also kind of scare me because it's an opportunity to spend a decent amount of money. So I'm kind of happy that I'm kind of limited this year. There are plenty of mainstream shirts that I'd like to buy. I'd like to buy a Real Madrid shirt, a Barcelona shirt, a Borussia Dortmund shirt, a Juventus shirt, a Roma shirt, but I think I might only pick up a few of those. And then with regards to the channel, naturally I'll still be doing the video openings, but I'd like to branch out a little bit. Now I'm filming this the morning of the release for Why Do I Only Buy Shirts with Tags, so obviously I don't know how that's going to be received. I think it should be quite an interesting one. It's a bit of an insight into why I collect that sort of style of shirt, and also a little bit of other information to do with finding fakes. So it's kind of a double whammy. I'm still not quite used to that style of video recording and editing, so I need to practice to get a little bit better at that. So that's something I'll probably do a little bit more about. So hopefully people enjoy it. And then hopefully as the weather improves in the UK, I remember this time last year we were just finishing the first lockdown, thereabouts, and the weather was beautiful. It was a perfect opportunity and perfect time to be on furlough because you can just sit outside in your garden. And this year it's been pretty terrible, but apparently the weather should turn nice within the next week or so, and that means I should be able to get out and about, certainly in the weather-wise. Now, I'll admit I don't watch all that much content on YouTube with regards to football shirts. There's a few channels that I'm interested in, but a lot of it I think is either people that are just popular for other things and they're like, hey, look at my shirts, or they're just general football people and they're just finding that football shirts is kind of quite popular at the moment, so they're just sort of jumping on the train. So I'm more interested in like actual collectors and enthusiasts. That's just my personal preference. And I've seen a lot of people doing, based on the thumbnails anyway, a lot of charity shop stuff, like charity shop hauls and this, that and the other, which does appeal. I'll admit, I quite like the idea of searching for something that's quite interesting. But I think the way I'd do it is a little bit different. I think the way I'd finish the video would be different. Now, I've not seen any, and I probably would need to watch a few just to get an idea, and I don't want to be like someone who's just copying people, so I like to put a spin on it myself. So if anybody's interested in that sort of idea, I might go to a local, city and sort of travel around, hopefully find something, and then at the end I have an idea of what to do with the shirts. Because primarily I'm not going to be finding shirts that are going to be right for my collection, I don't think. So it's not like I'm going to need to keep them. So that might be an idea of what is to come. And also, I've not actually been to the Classic Football Shirts store in Manchester for a while. Last time I went there was about October last year. I feel a visit is overdue. So would any of you guys be interested in sort of a day out vlogging style video where I go to the store, film my travel, and then film inside? I think I'm allowed to do that. I'll have to ask them, but have a little sort of showcase around the store, see what they have, and then obviously, hopefully, buy some shirts. That might be quite an interesting one. So I'm thinking when this weather gets a little bit better, maybe sort of mid-June, go to Manchester for the day, pick up some shirts. So let me know if that sounds interesting, because obviously I know a few of you guys, you're not based in the UK. And even the people who are based in the UK, if you're not living near Manchester or London, it's going to be, quite difficult to get to one of those stores if you're just literally going just for that. So I thought that might be quite an interesting one. And then later on in the summer, I have plans to meet up with a friend who is also like a football shirt collector enthusiast. Maybe I could figure out some content with them and see if that plans out well. Quite excited for that. And that's kind of it, really. I'm really open to all sorts of different ideas. I mean, it's been a while since I've done a mystery box. I suppose I probably best do one of those again, just because, quite funny, I suppose. And the last lot we did were actually pretty decent. Whilst we're at it, I want to just say a big thank you to everybody. Everybody who watches, comments, subscribes, likes, just interacts. It's really great. Like, honestly, when I release that video on a Tuesday or a Friday, and then I get to see all the sort of lovely interaction with the guys and the girls who view this. It's really exciting. I really like it. On Fridays I go climbing, sort of not long after I upload. So for the first couple of hours I don't get a chance to see what's coming through because I'm climbing. And then when I finish and I check my phone and I got comments and interaction with people, it's a nice feeling. I'm quite enjoying this this whole YouTube thing. It's a lot more hard work than I really expected it to be, because you're constantly thinking about it. You're thinking about ideas, having to edit things, plan. I mean, even just stuff like thumbnails. I'm like, because I'm not the most artistically minded person, so it's like, okay then, now we need to figure out this and we need to figure out that. But it's it's fun. It's just a hobby, definitely still just a hobby. But we are very close to 1,000 subscribers, which is kind of mind blowing, really. It does put a smile on my face. This could be one of those videos that is just weirdly soothing or calming. It's nothing too crazy. No one's falling off a cliff. No one's screaming down your face, or at least I hope not. And anybody who's got this far, you are the real G's. At the moment I actually have no idea what time it is. Imagine if I'm late for work. So Dan, why are you late for work today? I was filming a YouTube video hanging up shirts. Okay then, please follow us, we're going to HR now. It's like, okay, great. I feel like if I don't get this done in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to have to just stop this and go to work. I really didn't think it would take this long. Anyway, this is the final one for now. We'll end on, if I can get one without pulling the tags off, Muang Kan United from Thailand. I think we're halfway through. So, well done for persevering until now. I'll see you later on this evening. Hopefully the day goes well. So I'm back home. I can finish this off. The unit hasn't collapsed under the weight, so that's a positive. And what I've done is I've just got rid of the sellotape off these hangers just to make it a little bit quicker, and I've freed up the space there and moved them across so I can just quickly transition them across. But yeah, that's it really. I'll get back to hanging them up. So if you're interested in knowing how much I value my shirt collection art, I can do a video on that as well. I mean, it'll be full of disclaimers of me just saying, hey, this is just my own sort of way of doing it, and I don't mean it to be used as a guideline. Don't refer to it as the be-all and end-all. Just my way of tracking things. This is going to be such an absolute pain to edit. One more to go after this. Still got some space for some more. We're finished with Borussia Mönchengladbach. Ta-da! Well, there we go. That's all the hanging that I'm going to be doing for a while. I'm going to figure out a way to categorize these, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Still have about a half width of hanging space left, so like I said, I'll pick up some more hangers. I reckon maybe another 25, 30 will do. And then, I don't really know what I'm going to do with the rest of my shirts. I still have a decent amount in there, and there's a few on the floor. So, I suppose I'll have to start biting some boxes, I guess. But anyway, I'll categorize these, and through the magic of editing, it will be all done. Ta-da! Looking pretty snazzy. So on this side, we have still a little bit of space left for some more hangers. As you can see, there's a decent sized amount of shirts left in the container. But we have here a sort of a white and black arrangement. Looking pretty cool. As we pan past the mannequin, we have this lovely rainbow of amazing football shirts. So start with your dark blues, transition through to blue, hit the lovely green, to the summery yellow vibes, to the passionate reds, and finish with the magical purple. But that's it, that's pretty cool, right? Starting to look a little bit better. Bit more space over there. Obviously I've got some more to put up. I'm probably going to have to find some containers and maybe start sticking them up here, down below. But I'll figure something out. But for now, I'm pretty pleased with how this looks. Certainly looks pretty snazzy. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Heavily edited video. Started out with 90 minutes worth of content. Edited down to, I don't know, 16, 17 minutes. That's not too bad. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.